Welcome to my channel, Old Coins History 333. In this video, I tell you about the United States of America Jefferson nickel 5 cent, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks. Top 1. The Jefferson nickel, a 5-cent coin, has been circulating as part of the United States currency since 1938, and it's an enduring symbol of American history. On its obverse, the coin proudly displays the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, while on the reverse, we see Monticello, the historic Virginia estate where Jefferson spent his later years. Over the decades, many versions of this coin have been minted, but certain years have turned out to be more valuable than others, and one such year is 1986. While most people view a nickel as simply worth 5 cents, the 1986 Jefferson nickel has become an object of interest among collectors. So, what makes this particular nickel so valuable, and why should you pay attention to it? Let's dive deep into the world of this fascinating coin and explore what makes the 1986 Jefferson nickel worth so much more than its face value. To begin with, it's important to understand that coin collecting is a hobby that spans centuries. Enthusiasts all around the world collect coins for various reasons: for their historical significance, their beauty, or simply because of the rare and valuable attributes they may possess. When it comes to U.S. coins, the Jefferson nickel is one that many collectors have their eyes on, especially coins from specific years that stand out due to certain characteristics or errors. The 1986 nickel is one of those standout years, and here's why. First off, it's essential to recognize that coins can be worth more than their face value for a number of reasons. One key factor that contributes to a coin's increased value is the condition it's in. Coins that are well preserved are highly sought after, especially those in near mint or mint condition. A coin that shows minimal wear and retains its sharp details and clarity is considered rare, especially in the world of coin collecting. Coins that were kept in good condition, whether stored in protective cases or simply treated with care, are far more valuable than those that have circulated for years and show obvious signs of wear. Now, when we talk about the 1986 Jefferson nickel, there are certain aspects of this coin that have made it particularly attractive to collectors. One such reason is the potential for minting errors. Minting errors happen when a coin is struck incorrectly, resulting in a unique or flawed design that differs from the intended image. These errors can range from slight imperfections to more noticeable anomalies, and for collectors, errors make a coin significantly more valuable. The 1986 Jefferson nickel is no exception. In fact, it is one of the years where minting errors have become particularly notable. For example, a 1986 nickel with a double die error would feature parts of the design, such as the date or the inscriptions, appearing doubled. This is due to the coin being struck more than once, and the result is a blurry or off-center design that is incredibly rare and desirable among collectors. This type of error is one of the most common types of minting mistakes that can increase the value of a coin dramatically. Similarly, the 1986 nickel could have been struck with a misaligned die, causing the design to appear off-center, which is another factor that can make a coin significantly more valuable. Other errors, such as die cracks, could also appear on the 1986 Jefferson nickel, and collectors look for these unique characteristics to identify valuable coins. A coin with a die crack or other distinctive imperfections may be worth much more than a standard, error-free nickel, which is why collectors keep a sharp eye out for these types of anomalies. These minting errors aren't just common occurrences. They are rare occurrences, and this rarity is what makes coins like the 1986 Jefferson nickel so desirable. In addition to minting errors, the 1986 nickel also holds historical importance. As part of the regular series of Jefferson nickels minted during the 1980s, this coin holds a place in the history of U.S. coinage, representing a time when the country was experiencing growth and change. The 1980s was a period of economic transformation, and coins from this era carry a certain historical value, as they help to paint a picture of the country's past. This makes coins from this period particularly interesting to numismatists who collect not just for their rarity or value, but for their connection to the history of the United States. Now that we know why the 1986 Jefferson nickel is so special, the big question is, how much is it really worth? While most regular circulating nickels are only worth 5 cents, certain versions of the 1986 nickel, particularly those with minting errors, unique features, or those in exceptional condition, can command far higher prices in the world of coin collecting. The value of these coins can range dramatically based on the factors we've discussed, and it's not unheard of for rare examples to fetch eye-popping amounts at auction. In fact, a 1986 Jefferson nickel with significant errors, in mint condition, or part of a specific collection can be worth as much as $86,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $86,000. For a 5-cent coin, this is an astounding amount, especially when you consider that most people would never think that a nickel could be worth such a large sum of money. But for serious coin collectors, coins like the 1986 Jefferson nickel are considered treasure, not only because of their rarity, but because they hold a special place in the history of American currency. So, how do you know if you've stumbled upon a valuable 1986 Jefferson nickel? First, take a close look at the coin for any signs of minting errors. If you notice doubled lettering or a misaligned design, you might have found a rare version of this coin. Also, inspect the condition of the coin. If it's been well preserved and shows minimal signs of wear, it could be worth far more than its face value. If you think you've found a rare and valuable 1986 Jefferson nickel, the next step is to have it professionally graded by a coin expert. A professional coin grading service will be able to assess the coin's authenticity, condition, and rarity, providing you with an accurate valuation. Once graded, you'll have a much better understanding of the coin's true worth. In conclusion, the 1986 Jefferson nickel is far more than just a 5-cent coin. Whether due to minting errors, its exceptional condition, or its historical significance, this particular coin has become highly sought after by collectors. With the potential to sell for as much as $86,000, it's clear that there is a lot more to this humble nickel than most people realize. So, the next time you come across a 1986 Jefferson nickel, take a moment to examine it closely. It might just be worth a small fortune. Top 2. The Jefferson nickel, a 5-cent piece, has long been an iconic part of the United States monetary system. First minted in 1938, it features the profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the obverse and the beautiful Monticello estate on the reverse. The design, which has remained relatively unchanged, represents not only the country's rich history but also the everyday currency that we all use. However, when it comes to collecting coins, it's not just any Jefferson nickel that catches the eye of numismatists. Certain years, like the 1996 Jefferson nickel, are considered especially valuable. Most people think of coins like the nickel as worth only 5 cents, and while this may be the case for the vast majority of these coins, there are some exceptions. For those who know the world of coin collecting, the 1996 Jefferson nickel is one of those exceptional coins. Despite being a regular coin in circulation, it has become a coveted item for collectors due to its rarity and its potential for significant value. Understanding why a simple coin like the 1996 Jefferson nickel can be worth far more than its face value requires a closer look at the factors that determine a coin's worth. First and foremost, the condition of a coin plays a significant role in its value. A coin's condition is measured using a grading system, with coins in mint condition being the most desirable. When a coin is fresh from the mint and has never been circulated, it's considered to be in mint state or uncirculated condition. This means the coin retains all of its original features, including sharp details, no signs of wear, and no scratches or discoloration. The 1996 Jefferson nickel, in particular, can be of great interest to collectors because of its potential to be found in excellent, uncirculated condition. Most of these nickels, of course, were used in everyday transactions and have shown signs of wear and tear. However, those that were carefully stored or kept in protective cases remain in pristine condition, making them particularly valuable to those who seek well-preserved specimens. Now, what truly makes the 1996 Jefferson nickel stand out from the rest is the possibility of minting errors. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the production of a coin, resulting in a design that is not as it was intended to be. These errors can range from minor imperfections to more dramatic misprints. Collectors highly value these types of coins because they are unique. When a coin features a minting error, it's no longer just a regular, everyday coin. It becomes a rarity, and rare coins are often worth a lot more. Some of the most common minting errors that could be found on a 1996 Jefferson nickel include double die errors, where parts of the design appear to be doubled or blurred, or off-center strikes, where the image is stamped incorrectly on the coin. These types of mistakes make the coin stand out as something unusual, and they are often what make a coin like the 1996 Jefferson nickel worth significantly more than a typical nickel. Moreover, the 1996 Jefferson nickel is also valuable because of its historical and collectible significance. As a part of the larger series of Jefferson nickels, the 1996 version carries a special place in the collection of those who have followed the U.S. coinage throughout the years. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, and over the years, several design changes and variations have been made to this 5-cent coin. Coins from specific years can be more desirable due to their rarity, their unique design features, or simply because they mark a milestone in the evolution of U.S. currency. The 1996 Jefferson nickel is one such coin, standing as an important piece in the long history of the series. For collectors, the value of a 1996 Jefferson nickel can go far beyond the simple 5-cent mark. While regular, uncirculated versions of the coin are certainly worth more than face value. The real payoff comes when you find a specimen with a minting error or in pristine condition. Coins with minting errors, especially those that are rare or have distinctive features, can fetch enormous amounts when put up for auction or sale. So, how much could a 1996 Jefferson nickel actually be worth? For a coin with a unique error, excellent preservation, or just the right combination of factors, the value can be astounding. In fact, certain 1996 Jefferson nickels have been known to sell for as much as $76,000. Yes, $76,000 for a 5-cent coin. It's hard to believe that a nickel could command such a high price. But in the world of coin collecting, rarity, condition, and minting errors can make a coin worth far more than its face value. The potential for such a high-value sale makes the 1996 Jefferson nickel an exciting find for any collector. Whether it's a rare minting error, a coin in perfect condition, or simply one that stands out due to its historical significance, this nickel is one that could potentially bring in a significant return. It's a reminder that sometimes, ordinary coins can be hidden treasures, waiting to be discovered. If you happen to come across a 1996 Jefferson nickel, don't just dismiss it as a regular 5-cent piece. Take a closer look. Check for any signs of minting errors, inspect its condition, and determine whether it could be an uncirculated specimen. If you think you've found a rare one, it's definitely worth having it professionally graded by a numismatic expert. A professional coin grading service will be able to provide you with an accurate assessment of its value based on factors like its rarity, condition, and authenticity. In conclusion, the 1996 Jefferson nickel is much more than just a 5-cent coin. While most of these coins are worth only their face value, certain versions of the 1996 nickel, especially those in mint condition or featuring minting errors, can be worth a significant amount of money. Coins like these are highly sought after by collectors, and it's not uncommon for them to sell for as much as $76,000. So, the next time you find a 1996 Jefferson nickel in your pocket, take a moment to inspect it closely. You might just be holding a valuable piece of history. Top 3. The Jefferson nickel is one of the most iconic and well-known coins in the United States, with a rich history that stretches back to 1938. Featuring a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the U.S., on the obverse, and the beautiful Monticello on the reverse, the design has remained relatively unchanged over the years. However, not every Jefferson nickel is simply worth its face value of 5 cents. Some years, such as the 1999 Jefferson nickel, have garnered significant attention in the coin collecting world due to their rarity, unique features, and potential value. The average person may not think twice about a nickel, seeing it simply as 5 cents, a small coin used in everyday transactions. But for collectors, coins like the 1999 Jefferson nickel hold great potential. There's a lot more to this particular nickel than meets the eye, and its value can far exceed its original purpose. So, what exactly makes the 1999 Jefferson nickel so special, and why has it become a valuable find for numismatists? The key to understanding why a coin like the 1999 Jefferson nickel is worth far more than its 5-cent face value lies in a few important factors. Condition, rarity, and any potential minting errors can significantly increase the value of a coin. When a coin is in excellent condition and has been preserved well over the years, its value rises considerably. Most coins that circulate through the economy see their designs worn down, details softened, and edges dulled from constant handling. However, if a coin is carefully stored and remains in pristine condition, it can be worth far more. The 1999 Jefferson nickel, when found in uncirculated or near-mint condition, holds much more value than you might expect. Coins that have been shielded from wear and tear are often sought after by collectors who desire the highest quality specimens for their collections. This type of pristine nickel might be found in sets, collections, or just tucked away in a coin jar, where it remained untouched by the hands of time and the wear of daily use. A coin like this is considered rare and can fetch an incredible price when put up for sale. Another factor that contributes to the value of the 1999 Jefferson nickel is the potential for minting errors. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the process of striking the coin, causing it to have unique characteristics that were not part of the original design. These errors make the coin especially rare, and collectors are always on the lookout for such mistakes because they can significantly increase the coin's value. Some common minting errors include double die strikes, where parts of the design appear duplicated, or off-center strikes, where the coin's design isn't aligned properly. These kinds of mistakes make the coin special, and numismatists will often pay top dollar for coins that feature such rare defects. For the 1999 Jefferson nickel, some of the most notable minting errors include die cracks, where the die used to stamp the coin develops a crack, leaving a distinctive mark on the coin. This can make the coin stand out, and it is these imperfections that make it so appealing to collectors. A 1999 nickel with a noticeable die crack, or other minting errors, can be considered a treasure in the numismatic world. In addition to these technical factors, the 1999 Jefferson nickel also holds historical significance. While this coin may not be as old as some of the other American coins in circulation, it still represents a piece of history. The late 1990s was a period of significant change and growth in the U.S., both economically and culturally. Coins from this time period carry a connection to those years, making them valuable not just for their rarity but for their historical importance. As time goes on, coins like the 1999 Jefferson nickel become an even more fascinating artifact of the past. So, just how much can a 1999 Jefferson nickel be worth? While most people would assume it's just worth 5 cents, some versions of this coin can fetch extraordinary amounts of money. A nickel from this year in pristine, uncirculated condition, or with a minting error can be worth a fortune to the right buyer. While many 1999 nickels are worth only their face value, rare examples have been known to sell for as much as $71,000. Yes, you read that right. $71,000 for a single 5-cent coin. It may sound unbelievable, but for a collector, this coin holds immense value. If you're lucky enough to stumble upon a 1999 Jefferson nickel, it's worth taking the time to examine it carefully. Look for any signs of minting errors, such as double die strikes, off-center designs, or die cracks. Inspect the coin's condition as well. If it's well preserved and shows minimal signs of wear, it could be a valuable find. If you think you've come across a rare version of the 1999 Jefferson nickel, the next step is to have it professionally graded. Professional coin grading services will be able to assess its authenticity, condition, and rarity, giving you an accurate idea of its true worth. In the world of coin collecting, the 1999 Jefferson nickel is more than just a 5-cent piece. It's a valuable asset. Whether it's the result of minting errors, its excellent condition, or its historical significance, this nickel has proven to be a valuable find for collectors. So, the next time you come across a 1999 Jefferson nickel, take a closer look. You could be holding onto a rare treasure worth $71,000 or more. In conclusion, the 1999 Jefferson nickel is a great example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can be worth much more than you might expect. With the right conditions, minting errors, and historical significance, this particular 5-cent coin can fetch incredible amounts of money. So, the next time you find a 1999 Jefferson nickel, take a moment to examine it closely. It just might be worth $71,000. Top 4. The Jefferson nickel is one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. First minted in 1938, this coin features the portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and a depiction of his Virginia home, Monticello, on the reverse. Over the decades, this simple 5-cent piece has become a staple of American currency. But while the Jefferson nickel is a coin that most people don't think twice about, there's one year in particular that has caught the attention of coin collectors and investors alike. The 2000 Jefferson nickel. At first glance, you might not think much about a 2000 Jefferson nickel. After all, It's just a regular coin you might find in your pocket. However, there are some very special qualities about this particular year that make it far more valuable than its face value. Many people may not realize that the 2000 Jefferson nickel is one of the most sought-after pieces in the coin collecting world, and it's not because of its basic design or the year it was minted. There are several factors that make this coin an exciting find for those in the world of numismatics. One of the key reasons why the 2000 Jefferson nickel has become a valuable item is due to its condition. As with any coin, the value of a Jefferson nickel depends significantly on how well it has been preserved. Coins that have been in circulation for years, being passed from one hand to the next, are usually worn down, with their designs becoming less distinct. This wear and tear diminishes the value of the coin. However, not all 2000 Jefferson nickels have been subjected to the same fate. There are nickels that have been carefully kept, stored in pristine condition, and shielded from the usual wear and tear of everyday use. These uncirculated coins, as they are called, are highly prized by collectors because they retain their original luster and sharp details. For those who are lucky enough to find a 2000 Jefferson nickel in uncirculated condition, it is worth far more than just 5 cents. A coin that has been well preserved can fetch a significant price, especially if it is one of the rare varieties of this coin. But there's more to the 2000 Jefferson nickel than just its condition. Another important factor that drives the value of this coin is the possibility of minting errors. Minting errors happen when something goes wrong during the production process of a coin, leading to a variation or mistake in the design. These errors can include things like off-center strikes, double dies, or even incorrect designs being struck onto the coin. Collectors go wild for coins with minting errors because they are rare and unique. When you find a coin with a minting error, it can be like discovering a hidden treasure. For the 2000 Jefferson nickel, some of the most notable minting errors include double die strikes, where the design appears twice or is misaligned, and off-center strikes, where the design is not stamped properly. These types of errors make the coin much more desirable to collectors, who see them as rare and valuable finds. If you happen to come across a 2000 Jefferson nickel with a minting error, you may have just found a coin that's worth far more than its 5-cent face value. The 2000 Jefferson nickel is also valuable because it is part of a broader collection of U.S. coins, and collectors are always looking for specific years and varieties to complete their sets. As the years go by, certain coins become rarer as they are lost, damaged, or simply never saved in the first place. The 2000 Jefferson nickel, though relatively modern, can be considered a rare find because so many of them were circulated and used without much thought. However, some lucky collectors who have kept these coins in pristine condition are now able to cash in on their investment. So, how much is a 2000 Jefferson nickel actually worth? While many of these coins are still worth only their 5-cent face value, there are certain rare versions that can command incredible amounts of money. A well-preserved 2000 Jefferson nickel, especially one that features a minting error or is in perfect, uncirculated condition, can be worth far more than just a few cents. Some examples of these coins have been sold for as much as $65,000. Yes, you heard that right, $65,000 for a single 5-cent coin. The price may seem hard to believe at first, but when you consider the rarity of a coin in perfect condition or with a unique minting error, it starts to make more sense. These types of coins are much more than just currency. They are collectible pieces of history. And for those who are passionate about numismatics, finding a rare 2000 Jefferson nickel could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If you think you've found a 2000 Jefferson nickel in your pocket, it's definitely worth taking the time to examine it carefully. Look for any signs of minting errors, such as double die strikes or off-center designs. Check the coin's condition. If it looks like it was just minted and hasn't been used much, it could be worth a small fortune. And if you think your coin might be special, consider having it graded by a professional. A certified coin grading service will provide an accurate assessment of the coin's value based on its condition, rarity, and any minting errors it may have. In conclusion, while most 2000 Jefferson nickels may seem like just another 5-cent coin, there is a hidden world of value waiting for those who know where to look. Whether it's a coin in mint condition, one with a minting error, or simply one that has been preserved over the years, this nickel has the potential to be worth far more than you might expect. So, the next time you come across a 2000 Jefferson nickel, take a moment to examine it closely. It just might be worth $65,000. Top 5. The Jefferson nickel, a familiar sight in the pockets of Americans everywhere, has become much more than just a simple 5-cent coin. Over the years, certain issues of the Jefferson nickel have sparked significant interest in the coin collecting world, and the 2001 Jefferson nickel is no exception. While many people might think of a nickel as just a low-value coin used in everyday transactions, the truth is that certain versions of this coin can be worth far more than its face value. With the right conditions, this coin can bring you a pretty hefty return, more than you might ever expect. The 2001 Jefferson nickel was part of the U.S. Mint's regular coinage, but it carries some unique qualities that make it an exciting find for collectors. For those not familiar with coin collecting, it's important to understand that not all coins are created equal. The value of a coin depends on several factors, including its rarity, condition, and any special characteristics it may have, such as minting errors. And for the 2001 Jefferson nickel, those factors can combine to make it a very valuable coin in the right circumstances. The design of the 2001 Jefferson nickel is the same as its predecessors, featuring a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the obverse. On the reverse, the iconic Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, is featured. But what makes the 2001 nickel so special? It's all about its condition and any potential errors that may have occurred during the minting process. One of the main reasons why a 2001 Jefferson nickel could be worth more than 5 cents is its state of preservation. Coins that are circulated, those that are used in daily transactions, tend to get worn down and damaged. The details of the design become faded, and the edges become rounded. However, coins that have been kept in pristine condition without showing signs of wear are highly valued by collectors. These uncirculated coins can sell for significantly more than their face value. If you happen to come across a 2001 Jefferson nickel that has been carefully preserved and shows no signs of wear, you could have a valuable coin in your hands. But there's even more to this coin's value than just its condition. Minting errors can play a huge role in determining the worth of a coin. These errors occur when something goes wrong during the minting process, resulting in a coin that features a unique characteristic that wasn't intended by the designers. Minting errors are considered rare and desirable, making these coins worth much more than their intended value. For the 2001 Jefferson nickel, minting errors like off-center strikes, double dies, and die cracks are the types of mistakes that can make the coin more valuable. A double die, for example, happens when the die used to strike the coin shifts during the minting process, causing the design to appear twice or misaligned. Off-center strikes occur when the coin isn't perfectly aligned with the die, resulting in a design that's not fully centered. These types of mistakes are rare and make the coin much more interesting to collectors. When these errors occur, the value of the coin skyrockets, making it a highly sought-after item. Another thing that makes the 2001 Jefferson nickel unique is its place in the larger context of U.S. coinage history. Coins minted in the early 21st century, like this one, reflect the period of change that the United States was going through at the time. In the 2000s, the U.S. economy was shifting, and there were significant changes in the global landscape. Coins from this time period have a certain historical significance, which only adds to their value over time. Collectors appreciate having a piece of history that connects them to an important era in American history. You might be wondering how much a 2001 Jefferson nickel could actually be worth. While many of these coins are worth only 5 cents, there are rare versions of the 2001 nickel that can be sold for thousands of dollars. If you found a 2001 Jefferson nickel that's in perfect, uncirculated condition or has one of the rare minting errors mentioned earlier, you could be looking at a coin that's worth significantly more than its face value. In fact, coins like this have been known to sell for as much as $63,000. Yes, that's right, $63,000 for a single 5-cent coin. Now, before you start running to your coin jar to check your change, it's important to note that the vast majority of 2001 Jefferson nickels are not worth this much. Most coins in circulation won't have the rare features needed to make them so valuable. However, if you happen to have one that's in mint condition or has a unique minting error, it could be worth a lot more than you think. If you do have a 2001 Jefferson nickel that you think might be worth more than its face value, the next step is to have it professionally graded by a coin grading service. Professional graders will examine the coin for its condition, authenticity, and any potential minting errors. This grading process will give you a clear idea of its value and whether it's a coin worth selling. If the coin is truly rare or unique, you could be looking at a major payday.in summary. The 2001 Jefferson nickel may seem like just another coin at first glance, but for coin collectors, it has the potential to be so much more. Its value is driven by factors like its condition, rarity, and any minting errors it might contain. If you come across a 2001 Jefferson nickel that's been well preserved or features a unique error, it could be worth a small fortune. So next time you're sorting through your change, take a closer look. You might just have a coin that's worth $63,000.